Hello everyone. Welcome back to the session. So guys, you can join back the session. So you may guys feel clumsy, but that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, good evening, Tirupati. So let us start the session for the day. Yeah, Archana, Tirupati, Radhika, hello, good evening, ma. Yeah, hi, ma, everyone, hello. So you can join the live actually. So directly moving forward, in today's video we are going to start a new series, that is 1000 important multiple choice questions, that is MCQs in overall commerce stream. As you guys are aware, the commerce stream includes many papers such as financial accounting, advanced accounting, corporate accounting, cost and management accounting, business law, company law, right, business organization management, auditing, fundamentals of information technology, business statistics, business economics. So we are going to deal all important MCQs over here in the various parts. So for the day today, we are going to start with part 1, 1000 important MCQs of commerce stream. I guess you have understood, right? Yeah. Moving straightly towards the content, moving directly straight into contents. Yeah. Yeah, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. So for the day it's part 1. Yes. So all to whom the business owes the money, all to whom business owes the money. Guys, join fast. Guys, join fast. I'm waiting for you guys. Since it is an important topic, you do not to miss actually. Yes. So, as you guys are aware, please sorry. Yes. Business owns. See, business generally, any business organization will deal with many outsiders. Yes, many outsiders. So outsiders like debtors, creditors, and business owns the money to the creditors. So answer is creditors. Answer is creditors. Very good, very good. So next question, question number 2. Receipts and payments account of a non-profit organization is. Account. Yes, guys. As you guys, cash receipts. So income and expenditure account is an nominal account, whereas receipts and payments account is real account. Isn't it? Yes. So guys, my voice is not audible. Is it clear? Yes. Isn't it? Guys, is it not clear? So, which of the following will be debited if cash is drawn by proprietor? So, Archana, thank you. Your friend seems it's not audible to her. That's okay. Basically, it might be like a network issue. Rajgoli, that's okay, no worries. It takes some time to get for you, as I guess you are in the interior region, so that my audio voice is not audible if I'm not sure. Yeah, thanks Chini. So which of the following will be debited if cash is drawn by proprietor? So whenever any amount withdrawn for the personal use will be considered as drawings. So whenever a proprietor or owner of an organization withdraws any amount, generally proprietor's drawings account will be debited. Very good. So which of the following is a real or permanent account? Which of the following is real or permanent account? Try to understand. Real account or permanent account? Goodwill. Yes, goodwill is an intangible asset. Sales is an income. It's part of nominal account. Accounts receivable. Yes, it is an asset, current asset, which is a real. So both goodwill and account are receivable. So option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. So try to understand the points. Goodwill and account receivable are the part of real accounts. Yes, guys. Since goodwill is an intangible asset and accounts receivable are the part of current assets, both are the part of assets. So all the assets are part of real account. Is it clear? So accounting does not record non-financial transactions because of which topic, which concept? So as per the monetary measurement concept, generally as per the monetary measurement concept, generally accounting should record only the financial transactions which have the monetary value, So option D is the right answer. What type of expenses are paid out of the gross profit? What type of expenses are paid out of the gross profit? So general expenses, financial expenses and selling expenses, all the expenses will be paid out of the gross profit, so that we will be getting not profit. Yes guys. In regard to the rent expenses paid in advance of a non-profit organization, which of the following classification is correct? Rent expenses paid in advance. Expense, see, rent is an expense, whereas paid in advance, it is an asset. So rent expenses paid in advance is an asset. So option D. Tirupati, very good guys, you are doing really well. Hi Tirupati, Bukya Tirupati is my student. Is one of my favorite students who always used to listen my classes very carefully. That's okay Tirupati, very good Tirupati. So welcome back Bushra, hello, Narendra, hello, Sandhya, hello. So guys, doing very well. Yes. Making the provisions for the doubtful debts and discount and debtors in anticipating of actual bad debts and discounts is an example for which concept? Making the provision for doubtful debts and discount on debtors is an anticipation of actual bad debts and discount is an example of which concept? So try to understand. So as per the conservatism concept, generally ascertain the future losses, anticipate future losses and not profit. So as per the continuity, so as per the conservatism concept, generally, since anticipating the bad debts, as you guys are known, so anticipating of actual bad loss, which is a loss, which is a part of loss, for that loss, generally they are just preparing the provision. So for any kind of loss or expense, generally the provisions will be created as per the which concept? As per the conservatism concept. Conservatism concept always says anticipate the future losses and not the profits. So for that losses, you have to create a provisions. Yes. So option A. So which of the following shows summary of the company's financial position at a specific date? Which of the following shows summary of company's financial positions at a specific date? Yes. Which of the following shows a summary of company's financial position? At any scenario, company's financial position will be shown by the balance sheet. Balance sheet will show you the statement. So the balance sheet is a statement which shows you the certain financial position on the particular date. Very good guys. Installation, expense on installation of new machinery. Expense on is a part of capital, non-recurring, and which also increase the production. Yes guys, is that clear? Which of the following is regarded as apt to show the purchase of fixed assets for a non-profit organization? Whenever any non-profit organization purchases a fixed asset, Purchase is a fixed asset. So generally, which is an optable to show the purchase of fixed assets, which is balance sheet. So balance sheet, as you guys are aware, not the balance sheet generally a statement of liabilities and assets. So in the asset side, you will be showing the fixed assets, isn't it? So that's okay. C. Which of the following account will be created if business bought goods on credit from Mr.Z? Yes, guys. What is the journal entry? Bought goods on credit. Yes. Purchase account debit to Mr.Z account. So Mr.Z account will be credited, isn't it? Yes. So income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account. Income and expenditure account is based on what? Cash accounting, accrual accounting, government accounting, management accounting. See, try to understand what is the difference between these two, cash accounting and accrual accounting. Yes. Income and expenditure account is based on what? Cash account. What is the difference between cash accounting and accrual accounting? Cash accounting speaks always transactions should be recorded only the proceedings if the proceedings have been received or paid. If only the cash received or cash paid, then only the transaction should be recorded. What accrual accounting speaks about? Accrual accounting speaks all about irrespective of receipts or payments. Irrespective of receipts or payments. If you have received or not received, if you have paid or not paid, that's okay. It's not the matter here. You have to enter the particular transaction belongs to that particular period at any cost, whether if you have received or not received, or whether you have paid or not paid, whether it might be the income, whether it might be the expense, that you have income you have earned or not, expense you have paid or not, that's okay, but you have to record it. So income and expenditure account is based on accrual concept. In income and expenditure account, generally the income and expenditure belongs to the particular year will be recorded, but not the receipts or not the payments. Okay, receipts and payments account is based on the cash account. If only we receive the cash, we will be recording in the receipt side. If only we pay the cash, we will be recording on the payment side. Since income and expenditure account deals on accrual concept, irrespective of the payment or receipts, the particular year's income and expenditure will be recorded in the income and expenditure account of the particular year. Is that okay? Have you understood, guys? So if you understood, Kindly subscribe the channel and tap on the bell icon for more updates. That's okay. Yes. Yeah. The books to be compulsorily maintained by which company? The books to be compulsorily maintained by a company. The books to be compulsory maintained by cash book and ledger, sales and purchase book, journals. So both A and B. Sorry. So please disconsider the option. Yeah. Yeah, Archana, very good, very good. So books, all the books have to be compulsorily maintained. So option D is the right answer. Yes, guys. See, when one or recorded in the wrong class or category of the account, this is called as what? So what is the meaning of aspects? So as you guys are aware or not, every transaction has two aspects. One is debit aspect and there is credit aspect. So try to understand. Here in the question they have clearly given that if one or both aspects, whether one or both, whether it might be the debit or whether it might be credit or both, any of the transactions are recorded in the wrong class. They recorded in the wrong class, which is against the principle, isn't it? As you guys are aware or not, you have the principles of debit and credit. How can you enter in different aspect of the transactions are recorded in the wrong class? Generally the error of principle will be comes into the picture. Option A. That's okay. Journal entries are known as what? Journal entries are known as dash entry. Yes, journal entries are known as original books of original entry. Subscription received but not earned is considered as what? Yes. See, subscription received. So saying that but not earned, that we have not earned. So income not earned. What does it mean? We have not yet earned the income, which is of future income. Future income, which is also called as advance. Income received in advance. So whatever the income that we have received in advance, it is an liability. It is an liability. Yes, guys? Yes. Option B. Good. Very good, ma. Very good. So now try to understand. Guys, please choose $1. So direct material cost is 80,000. What is the value of prime cost? Prime cost. What is the formula of prime cost? What is the formula? What is the formula? Formulas. Yes, Radhika, very good, ma. So prime cost is nothing but direct material plus direct labor plus direct expenses. So try to understand. In the question they have given the direct material. In the question they have given the direct material, direct labor cost, but they have not given the direct expenses. They have given the manufacturing overhead cost, which is a part of indirect expense, isn't it? So now, so what is the value? So direct material 80,000 plus 30,000, 1,30,000 dollars. Option A. Yes. Yes, guys. So the control of non-trading concern rests in whose hand? The control, whatever the control of non-trading concern rests in the hand of. So generally in the case of business, in the trading concern, it will be in the hands of board of directors, but it is a non-trading concern, there will be no board of directors, there will be only the governing body. There will be only the governing body. So there will be the no part of directors. These activities generally will be controlled by the governing body, isn't it? Yes. So option C is the right answer. Tirupati, very good Tirupati, fantastic. So formula of liquid. Green dress, blue sky. Do you remember? You way in the beautiful air, green dress, blue sky. Do you remember this music? Yes. I have given to you. Yes. Guys, I will play music. Can you say which music it is actually? So have you listened this music, guys? Yes? Yeah, Strujan, Teja Strujan, you are right. Earlier it was an Hutch. Earlier it was Hutch. Now it has been converted as an Vodafone. So what is it? What is the time period? Why that was a long time period that has been taken by the Hutch to convert into the Vodafone? The reason is they are not really good at liquidity. They are not good at liquidity. Sir, what is this liquidity, sir? What is the liquidity? Liquidity is nothing but the capacity or ability to convert assets into cash. Assets into cash. Try to understand. It is a capacity or ability to convert the assets into the cash. So that is called as liquidity. So what is the reason behind this Hutch? So Hutch earlier in your childhood, in my childhood, that is in your childhood. Okay, in childhood we used to have a hatch, right? Now it's more often, that's a different story. But when it faced earlier, it was in like a kind of liquidity problem that has been arised. So liquidity is what happens. They had an assets, that's okay. They had a huge assets, but they could not convert into the cash immediately. It has affected a lot of it could not meet its working capital requirements. Again, it went into the debts. Everything went in the another way. Now the case is totally different. That's okay. But so now the thing is liquid assets. Liquid assets are also called as quick assets, or also called as quick assets. So now try to understand. Quick assets is nothing but whatever the current assets that we have, from that we have to minimize the stock, since stock cannot be converted into the cash immediately, and already we have paid some prepaid expenses. We cannot take it back, right? So prepaid expenses. So try to understand. So quick assets is nothing but current assets minus stock minus prepaid expenses. So do we have that option? No, we don't have any option. So option D is the right answer. That's okay, cool, Srujan, that's cool. Okay, it was a case study. Yes, of course, it is a case study. So we got the answer. The quick assets is equals to current assets minus stock minus prepaid expenses. We don't have that option in the question. So option D is none of these is the correct answer. Yes. Which of the following capital is taken up by the general public? So which capital will be taken up is nothing but considered. So which capital is considered by the general public? Which capital? Issued capital, subscribed capital, authorized capital, reserve capital. See, reserve capital is not at all bothered. It is a not at all bothered area of general public. Authorized capital also is not the botherable, or it is not a considerable things. So subscribed capital is, again, try to understand. Subscribed capital is the familiar or considerable part of an organization. So issued capital is only the considerable things. Yes, guys? Yes? Yeah. Carriage outwards. So carriage outwards, it is an indirect expense. It is an indirect expense. So it is like will be charged to the debit side of the profit and loss account. Guys, have you subscribed the channel? Kindly subscribe. You like the video, do not forget to like the video, and if you have any inquiries, please comment. Yes. Yeah, if the debit side of receipts and payments account exceeds the credit side. Yes. If the debit side of receipts and payments, so in the debit and credit side, the receipts is more, so the balances will be deficit. The balance will be deficit. So option A. Yes. Option A. Which of the following financial statements is helpful for the investors and creditors to assess the cash and non-cash aspects of operating, investing and financial transactions or an entity's financial position? So try to understand. He is clearly asking us to find which following financial statement. So which financial statement is helpful for the investors and creditors to assess the cash and non-cash aspects of operating, investing and financing? Operating, investing and financing. Yes. So try to understand. So income from operating activities. Option B. Income from investing activities. Option C, it is income from financing activities. So grand total we will be adding with opening cash and we will be getting closing cash. Which statement? Which statement? It is a statement of cash flows. Guys, you have not studied in the management accounting. So few universities, in the few universities, it might be the topic of management accounting. In the few topics, it might be, in the few universities, it might be the cost of management accounting. That's okay. See, try to understand, Archana, it's not the balance sheet. Balance sheet is only the statement which gives a position on particular date. But a statement of cash flows or cash flow statement will be dealt with the income and non-cash or cash aspects of operating, investing and financing transactions. So try to understand, cash flow statements deals with accounting standard 3. Yes, accounting standard 3. Yeah, Narendra, very good, ma. So dash is given to the businessman when clear is payment before a certain period. Yes, guys. Yes, guys. Which discount is being given? That is the cash discount, cash discount. Cash discount will be given before paying before a certain period or due date, whatever it might be. Okay. So payment received from debtors. Payment received in the debtors. Guys, tell me, what does it mean? Payment received in debtors. So try to understand. Debtors will be shown in the balance sheet, isn't it? Balance sheet, asset side. Now, try to understand. Since payment has been received from debtors, so what happens? So debtors value will decrease. Debtors value will decrease. Debtors value decreases, then what happens? Asset side, the value will be decreased. Sorry. Since debtor is a part of asset, debtor decreases, asset decreases. But what happens? Payment received. Payment received. We have received the payment. What does it mean? Payment received is nothing but cash. Cash we have received. So the cash will increase again. So if cash increases, asset also increases. So here asset decreased, here asset increased. So net result will be no change. Is there any change? No change. Very good, Sandhya. Very good. Fantastic. So option C is the right answer. Option C is the right answer. There will be no change. Is that okay? So thank you, Spice Store, for joining the session. Yes. So which of the following items of the balance sheet are useful in evaluating a company's liquidity? So generally, in order to evaluate the company's liquidity, current assets and current liabilities will be considered. Current assets and current liabilities. So liquidity generally deals with quick assets and quick liabilities. So quick assets will be dealt by the current assets, quick liabilities will be dealt by the current liabilities. So current assets and current liabilities will evaluate the company's liquidity. So current liabilities and current assets. So what comes in is to be debited, what comes to be credited, what comes in debit, what comes in credit, what goes out. So try to understand, debit what comes in, credit what goes out. It is a rule of which account? Debit what comes in, credit what goes out. It is a rule of real account, isn't it? It's a rule of real account. Yes. So amount received from the sale of old furniture by a club is treated as, amount received from sale of old furniture. Old furniture. Furniture is a capital asset. Capital asset. So since we have received the amount, that is capital receipt. Capital receipt. So option B is the right answer. Yes guys. Outstanding expenses included in profit and loss account at the end of the year according to which concept? Yes, very good, beautiful question. Now try to understand. Outstanding expenses is included in the profit and loss account. See, try to understand. Outstanding expenses are those expenses which are not paid. Expenses are not paid. Expenses which are not paid are outstanding expenses, isn't it? Outstanding expenses, but we are recording in the profit or loss account. That is as per the accrual concept. Since those expenses are relating to the particular year, that particular year, you have to record it. That's it. You have paid or not, you have received or not the matter here. See, if those expenses or incomes that are related to the particular, you have to record it. That's it. It is according to the accrual concept. Are you understanding? Yes. Very good. So subscription received in advance is during an accounting year is what? Subscription received in advance during the accounting year that we already received in advance. Subscription received in advance. Subscription received is income. So income that we have received in advance. Income that we have received in advance. So which is the income belongs to next year that we are receiving in the current year itself. So are we receiving the next year? Again, no. So it will be the liability, isn't it? It will be the liability. Yes. The reduction in the value of fixed assets which can be raised relative to the time factor. See, due to the time factor, the reduction or the value will be reduced. So it is what? It is what? It is depreciation. It is depreciation. So shares for which amount is paid. Shares for which amount is paid by the public. Shares for which amount is paid by the public are called as what? Authorized. He is clearly saying it's paid. Paid up, bonus shares, all the correct options. So whatever the amount they have paid for the shares, it is called as paid up shares. Those shares which are already paid, those shares for which the amount already paid are called as paid up shares. Very good. So which of the following is not a fixed asset? Building, bank balance, plant patents, goodwill. Which of the following is not a fixed asset? Which is not is speaking about not a fixed asset? Building, bank balance, plant patents, goodwill. See, goodwill and patents are the intangible assets. Intangible assets are the part of fixed assets. Building, it is an tangible asset which is a part of fixed asset, right? Isn't it? So bank balance is an personal. It is a personal account, right? Isn't it? So bank balance is not the fixed asset. Option B. Yes. Fixed assets are held by the business for what? Converting into the cash, generating revenue, resale, current, none of the above. So resale, generally current assets will be used for the resale or the goods sorry, goods are those used for the resale purpose, but fixed assets are held by business for only generating the revenue. Revenue will be generated out of fixed assets. Yes. In the cost of goods sold statement, the cost of material consumed is equals to, what is the formula for cost of material already consumed? So opening whatever the opening raw material we have, so we have to add back the purchases and we have to minus the closing raw material stock. Yes guys. So option A is the right answer. Option A. So it is an opening raw material plus purchases minus closing raw material. Yes guys. Now. Yes. Subscription details of a club are given below. Received during the year 1080. Wait a minute please. Kindly solve the question. See guys, try to understand guys. So he has given total amount that we have received is $1,080. Subscription received in advance on 1/1/2003. That is opening advance. Opening advance we have to add opening advance, that is 300. And subscription received in advance on 31st December 2003, 50 minus 50, since it is a closing advance, which is not related to current year, so we have to minus. Yes, so what will be the amount? 1080 plus 300 minus 50, it is 1330. So option A is the right answer. Option A is the right answer. Yes guys. So prepaid expense is treated as what? Prepaid expense. We already prepared the expense. Expense is not related to current year, but we have paid. Whatever the expense belongs to the future, we have paid in advance. That is prepaid expense. It is in current asset. It is a current asset. So Tirupati, you have to answer this question. We have already discussed in the class many times, Tirupati. So total of the sales book. So try to understand, guys. In the sales book or in any subsidiary books, generally the credit items will be recorded. In the sales book, only the credit sales will be recorded. Whereas in the case of cash sales, if the cash sales are given in the question, those will be recorded in the cash book. Only the credit sales will be recorded in the sales book. So total of the sales book for the March, it indicates the total credit sales for the month, since sales book deals with credit sales only. It only deals with credit sales only. Guys? Okay. Right. Option B, good. So policy of anticipate no profit and provide for all possible losses arise due to the concept of which concept? So with the concept of conservatism. Concept of conservatism generally. So concept of conservatism speaks about anticipate no profit and provide all possible losses. Provide for all the possible losses. In the earlier discussion, in the earlier question, we have discussed about provisions that have been created for the debtors, isn't it? So it is as per the concept of conservatism. So which of the following items will not appear in the balance sheet of the club? Which will not appear? Which of the following items which will not appear in the balance sheet of a club? Subscription received for the current year, subscription received for the subscription received for next year. So that is nothing but advance. So advance which will be recorded in the liability. So subscription outstanding during the year, outstanding, since it is pending that we have to receive, so it is asset. So insurance prepaid, that is asset. So all the three will be recorded, whereas subscription received for the current year will be recorded in the income and expenditure, in the receipts and payments account or income and expenditure account. So will be recorded in the income and expenditure account, not in the balance sheet. So option A is the right answer. Who can make use of subsidiary books? Only large business concerns, only huge multinational companies, only small units, all the type of business units can use the subsidiary books. So in double entry system, only one aspect of transaction is recorded, both aspects of transaction is recorded, no aspect of transaction is recorded. In the double entry system, generally both aspects, that is debit and credit. So debit and credit aspects will be recorded. Yes, guys. Which financial statement represents the accounting equation assets is equals to liabilities plus owner's equity? Assets is equals to balance sheet. Balance sheet is a statement where the equation assets is equals to liability plus owner's equity will be given. Yes, very good. As per the accrual concept, which of the following is not true? Not true. He is speaking about not true, accrual concept. Yes, guys. So revenue minus expenditure is obviously profit. Yes. Revenue minus profit is equals to expenditure. Sales plus gross profit is revenue. Sales plus gross profit. Try to understand. Sales plus gross profit is equal to revenue. Revenue is equal to profit plus expenditure. So option C is the right answer. This is wrong. Actually, all the three are correct as per the accrual concept is concerned, but option C is the wrong answer. So very good, Tirupati. Which of the following best describes trial balance? Which of the following best describes trial balance? Trial balance is a list of balances on the books. Is a special account, shows the financial position of business, shows all the entries in the books. It is a list of balances in the books, which generally ledgers. So ledger balances, it is a statement of showing all the balances of the ledger. It is a trial balance, isn't it? So statement of assets and liabilities prepared under single entry system is called as, which statement that we are preparing under single entry? It is a statement of affairs. Statement of affairs will, opening statement of affairs will be used to find the capital, opening capital fund, whereas closing statement of affairs will be used or will be prepared to find the closing capital or closing capital fund. Is that okay, guys? Yes, option C. Guys, kindly subscribe this channel. Purchase of plant and machinery on credit basis is recorded on. So try to understand, guys. Purchase of plant and machinery. He is claiming plant and machinery, which is a fixed asset. So whenever we purchase a fixed asset, it will be recorded in journal entry. Journal entry. See, if you purchase any goods, if you purchase in the goods, it will be recorded in the purchase account. It will be recorded. It will be recorded in the purchase book. Whereas we have purchased a fixed asset on credit basis, it is in journal proper. So net profit is calculated in which account? Profit and loss account. Gross profit is in the trading account. So net profit in the P&L account. Is that okay? Yes, guys. Which of the following is a real account? Building account, capital account, sham account, See, rent is an expense, it is a nominal account. Sham is an personal account. Capital is an again personal account. Whereas building is an asset, it is an real account. So balance sheet, so building is an real account. Guys, subscribe the channel, subscribe the channel. So dash is recorded in the purchase book. Credit purchase of goods dealt in by firm, cash purchase of goods. So only credit purchase of goods. Credit purchase of goods will be recorded in the purchase book. Option A. Interest, rent, electricity bill are types of which accounts? See, all these are interest, rent and electricity bills are expenses. Expenses. So all expenses are the part of nominal account. So option D is the right answer. Opening capital is obtained by preparing. As just now we have discussed, opening capital will be obtained by preparing opening statement of affairs. Opening statement of affairs. Is that okay? Yes, guys. So appropriate books to record credit purchase of machinery. Again, try to understand credit purchase of machinery. Credit purchase of machinery will be recorded in the journal proper. So the comparison of financial statements of 1 year with the other possible when only dash concept is followed. See, whenever, try to understand. Whenever we follow the same policies only, then only we can compare 1 year's financial statement with another. So following the same policy means it is a concept of consistency. If consistency concept is followed, then we can compare the financial statement of 1 year to another year. Material concept tells about what? Disclose all the information which are important for the investor. Whatever the important information is required for the investor, it should be disclosed. What is used in the preparing trial balance? Specialized journals, balance sheets, ledger accounts, journal ledger. Ledger accounts are important for preparation of trial balance. So information about an item is, if the omission or misstatement might influence the financial decision of an user taken on the basis of that information. Information about an item is material, which is the material which is important. If the omission has taken place, it will really influence. If opening capital is 10,000, closing capital is 15,000, the profit or loss. See, closing capital is 15,000, opening capital is 10,000, so remaining is profit. Profit is 5,000. Option C. That's okay. Asset was purchased for rupees blah 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 with the down payment of 20,000 bills accepted for 80 lakhs. What will be the effect on total assets and total liabilities in the balance sheet? So guys, we try to understand. Here it is, assets. So an asset was purchased for rupees 10 lakhs with a down payment of rupees 2 lakhs. 2 lakhs. Yes. We already paid 20,000. Now try to understand. In the asset side, asset will be increased with the value of 10 lakhs, but we have paid. What is the value that we have paid, Andy? 2 lakhs. So what is the meaning? Cash will get reduced of 2 lakhs, isn't it? 2 lakhs, and whatever the bills that we have accepted, that is bills payable, will be 8 lakhs. So net will be 8 lakhs. 8 lakhs. So option B is the right answer. Assets decreased by 8 lakhs and liabilities increased by 8 lakhs. Very good. So try to understand one more point. Yes guys, if the building closing value is 1 lakh, land opening is 1 lakh, creditors opening is 10,000, then what is the opening capital? So try to understand guys, opening capital will be found by preparing opening statement of affairs. Opening statement of affairs. So in the opening statement, generally opening liabilities will be considered, opening assets will be considered. Building closing value will not be considered anywhere. Land opening, land is on 1 lakh. Opening capital will be what? Creditors opening will be 10,000 since it is an opening liability. So the net difference is 90,000, which is option C. Very good, Srujan. Very good, very good. If the total assets, try to understand, if the total assets of a company, amount to rupees 1,50,000 and owner's equity is 70,000, amount of liabilities will be. So try to understand guys, total assets is equals to liabilities plus owner's equity, isn't it? So total assets, what is our total assets? It is an 1,50,000 is equals to liabilities plus owner's equity is 70,000. So liabilities is 80,000. Option B is the right answer. Option B is the right answer. When the trial balance is prepared, at the end of the accounting year or the end of the year, frequently during the year, at the end of the month. So trial balance will be prepared at the end of accounting year. At the end of the accounting year. Yes guys. So accounting is the process of matching what? Benefits and cost, revenue and cost, cash flow and cash outflow, potential and real performance. Accounting is the process of matching the revenue and cost. So the rule, debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gains are related to. See, expenses and losses, incomes and gains are related to nominal account or related to nominal account. Yes. Which of the following account with normal balance is shown at the debit side of the trial balance? Try to understand. In the trial balance, debit and credit. In the debit, generally assets and expenses will be given. In the credit side, liability side, incomes will be shown. Now try to understand. He is asking us the debit side. Debit side, whether it should be asset or expense. So creditors account, creditors is a liability. Unearned income is a liability, rent income is a nominal account, cash is an asset. So cash should be shown here. Option D is the right answer. Option D is the right answer. So trial balance is not obtained in which? Double entry, model entry, single entry, none. He is asking us which is not obtained. Trial balance is not obtained. See, the trial balance is generally is a balance of all the ledger accounts. So which have two aspects. That is double entry, debit and credit. It is not obtained with the help of single entry. It doesn't obtain with single entry. Is that okay? Yes. So which one of the following is not example of intangible assets? He is asking us which is not an example. He is asking us which one of the following is not an example. Patents, trademarks, copyrights are the intangible assets, whereas land is an fixed asset, which is tangible asset. Tangible asset is a part of fixed asset. Yes. So option D is the right answer. Yes, guys. Very good, Sandhya. Very good, guys. So debts which are to be repaid within a short period, a year or less, are referred as debts. So generally debts or liabilities. Liabilities which are repaid within a 1 year. Within 1 year is called as current liabilities. Current liabilities are those liabilities which are to be repaid within the short period, that is in year or less. So matching concept means what? Matching concept means what? Matching concept speaks about match the particular income with losses or expenses. Expenses should be matched with the revenue of the particular period. Option D is the right answer. In a single entry, twofold aspect of transactions are not recorded. So it is an as a twofold aspect of transactions are not recorded. It is an incomplete. It is an incomplete and it is an unscientific. It is an unscientific. You cannot go for any kind of decision making. You cannot go for any kind of decision making. So it is an incomplete and unscientific. Yes, very good, Sandhya, Archana, Tirupati. You guys are really blooming like anything, guys. Amortization is refers to the writing of what? Amortization. See, amortization, depreciation. So both have the same nature. See, it amounts of reducing the values of tangible asset on the time period. Tangible assets. So amortization refers to writing of intangible assets. Option C is the right answer. Very good, guys. Very good. If closing capital is less than opening capital, if closing capital is less than opening capital, it denotes what? It denotes profit. Why? Because you see, opening with the use of opening capital, we are earning a kind of profit that resembles as closing capital. So closing capital is more than opening capital, which shows us we have earned a profit, isn't it? Yes. So management accounting provides invaluable services to the management in performing what? Yes. Yes, guys. Management accounting provides invaluable service to the management in performing all management functions, interpret financial data, controlling function, none of these. All management functions will be provided. So which of the following shows a summary of company's financial position of specific date? Try to understand. Which shows the company's financial position? That is balance sheet. According to the money measurement concept, the following will be recorded in the books of accounts of the business. Health of the managing director, with quality of company goods, value of plant and machinery, health of the labor. So try to understand health of the managing director. It is an attribute. Quality is quality is also an attribute. Again here health is an attribute. Try to understand. In the accounting, as per the money measurement concept, attributes will not be recorded in any kind of books. Only the financial value, only the monetary value will be recorded. So option C is the right answer. So value of the plant and machinery will be recorded. The amount brought in by the proprietor in the business should be credited to capital account. Yes, guys. The amount brought in by the proprietor in the business Business should be credited to the capital account. Option B. Guys, perfect Tirupati, perfect. When calculating the due dates of the bill, how many days are added as the days of grace? In the bills of exchange, generally after the due date, generally 3 days grace period will be given. 3 days plus grace period will be given. So what is, how many days? Grace period is 3 days. Very good Teja student, very good guys. So profit is equals to capital at the end plus drawings plus minus additional capital minus opening capital. Is that okay guys? So try to understand guys. Profit is equals to closing capital plus drawings minus additional capital minus opening capital. Is that okay? Yes guys. So which of the following is an example of business liability? Business liability. Land asset, building is an asset, cash is an asset, whereas creditors is an liability. Yes guys. Yes, creditors. A person who owes money to the firm is called as, who owes money to the firm. So the person, again we have discussed in the first section, the person who wants to pay, who have to pay the money to the firm is called as debtor. To whom the company has to pay is creditor, but the person who is about to pay the amount to the company is called as debtor. Yes guys. The primary objective of cost accounting is what? The primary objective of the cost accounting is to ascertain the cost of goods and services. Ascertain the cost of goods and services. So cash in hand at the close of year can be ascertained by preparing what? Which account? Cash in hand at the close, at the year end of close, at the close of the year or at the year end or end of the year will be prepared, can be known by preparing the receipts and payments account. Receipts and payments account will help us to understand what is the amount of cash is available in the hand at the end of the year. So customs and traditions which guides the principles. Yes guys, accounting principles are those customs and traditions which will help the accountant while preparing the accounting statements. Yes guys. Guys, kindly subscribe the channel. Subscribe the channel and tap on the bell icon for the more updates. Yes guys. So which of the following is not a function of bank reconciliation statement? Yes guys. Which of the following is not a function of bank reconciliation statement? He is speaking about not. It is not a function. To check for errors in the balance sheet, to update the omitted entries in the cash book, to update updated entries into the bank statement, to reconcile the difference in bank statement and cash book. See, all these three are the functions of the BRS. Whereas to check the errors in the balance sheet errors,